Good evening and welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I'm Tamiru Nimsat. Let's have a look at the headlines. Government plans to develop East Coast as a tourist destination. All government services will eventually be digitalized with proper legal framework, Sagal Ratnayaka says. News in detail. President Ranil Wickremesinghe said that the Singaporean company Surbana Jurong has made city development plans for Colombo and Trincomalee and is working on layouts to promote tourism in the East Coast. The president said this while speaking at an international conference on architecture, themed Architecture, a Lasting Impact, held in Colombo recently.
We can make Colombo a very beautiful city. Already Surbana Jurong has given us that plan. So on that we go ahead. We've also got another Surbana Jurong layout for Trincomalee. So that's another area. Then they'll also be working on a tourist zone from Verugalaru down to Batiklo and then again in the Arugambe areas. Jaffna has its potential. So as we push the tourist industry, as we go in for expansion, I hope we will also succeed in getting non-government university in Sri Lanka. The new act enabling provincial councils to establish universities is the start. And then it's a question of how much we need at least 10,000 engineers. We need more architects. We need IT specialists. For a long time, the last 2 years has seen the impact of the crisis on the construction industry and thousands of people losing their jobs. The number of projects available also has reduced. The construction, we'd like to see it start again, but it won't come to the level it was earlier. And we have also to promote our construction companies to look abroad for work. But there will be other areas which will come up because our policy thrust is to get the private sector in on the areas of construction of buildings, of houses that come along.
President Ranil Wickremesinghe also said that the government hopes to build an international climate change university on the land previously occupied by the Skanska hydropower project in Kothmale.
When I took over, the climate change goals were to be achieved in 2060. I made it to 2050. Now at this UN session, the Secretary General is asking to accelerate the agenda, looking at the fires that have taken place in Europe. So we are also looking whether we can do this prior to 2050. I think we can. Part of it depends on the resources. But from now onwards, it means that our architects will have to conform to climate change criteria. Sri Lankan architects will qualify in climate change architecture, mitigation architecture, long before others. By law, we will ask buildings in the future to comply with the climate mitigation standards. That's a new area. That's coming in. And we will look at how we go ahead. On this, we can identify some of these aspects to be included in the International Climate Change University, which we hope to set up in the old Kothmale Skanska camp and the ones surrounding it. So it will be as big as the Peradeniya campus. So these are the opportunities that exist for architecture. Then it's a question of how you make it a lasting impact. That's your job of doing it. If we could have done it 2,000 years ago, 1,000 years ago, why can't we do it now? That question I leave to you.
Presidential Chief of Staff Sagal Ratnayaka said that all government services will be digitalized in time to come and that a legal framework for that matter is essential. Ratnayaka said this while addressing the first annual technical session on navigating AI and digital economy of the ICT Lawyers Guild of Sri Lanka held in Colombo yesterday.
The demand now is for public digital services to cut down on corruption, to cut down on bureaucracy, to make it easier for our citizens to be able to get serviced by their governments and other services. Digital transformation doesn't have to be reinvented for a country like Sri Lanka. We have had other countries ahead of us. It is a matter of how we adjust it to suit us in our environment. We will be starting with the platform that India has used. It's called the MOSIP platform, and we will start with the UDI. Initially, it has been planned to capture 76 fields, which I think will defeat the whole purpose of this platform. So we're now discussing how we bring it down to 5 or 6 simple fields. All the government services over a period of time will be transformed into this digital sphere. And along with this will have to be the legal structure to support it.
Stay tuned, we will return after this short commercial break.
IWS Aviation.
Welcome back after the break. Chief Justice Jayanta Jayasuriya, also speaking at the event, said that ensuring the regulation of the digital sphere is vital to derive maximum benefits from the sector and minimize the harm that may occur due to the misuse of it.
We are in this generation where, of course, our future generations would be in the context of the electronic evidence, digital economy, and AI would be in a much, much different sphere than all of us. We are replacing or perhaps facilitating the educating processes by human beings with the assistance of AI. Where would we stop? Or can that completely replace a human being? So these are the issues that we are confronted in our day-to-day lives today. And as we know, all the benefits that we can reap from these changes are also challenged with the possible abuses in the systems. So it is really important to ensure that all the benefits that we can reap in these two areas are well regulated to ensure that the abuses and the harm that can be caused are minimized, if not eliminated.
The Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, national body for marketing in Sri Lanka, launched the Sri Lanka Salesforce campaign and the Slim National Sales Awards 2023. Slim NSA 2023 is now open for corporates to benchmark their sales force against industry top performers, and applications are open until the 24th of this month. The event is scheduled to be concluded with a grand finale in late October of this year. NSA 2023 recognizes and rewards high-performing sales professionals across different industry categories. Participating in the NSA provides national-level recognition for efforts and achievements of sales professionals, which will in turn enhance their career. The NSA is structured with several categories for different levels of sales professionals, namely frontliner, sales executives, territory managers, regional managers, and national managers. Each nominee will receive a certificate for participation, and the winners will be awarded with a certificate and a trophy. Each category undergoes a judging process involving interviews and presentations. Speaking at the event, the president of Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing emphasized the importance of recognizing and rewarding sales representatives.
As a Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, we need to encourage, we need to give a right position for salespeople for their commitment. In 2023, the National Sales Awards will identify, will evaluate all partners, all salespeople, all sales heroes for this year, their hard work, their commitment, and their passion.
The premiere of the movie Kadira Divyaraja, produced by Raigam Devaniyaka, took place with the participation of many notable celebrities, and it is now shown on theatres all around the country. The event was held at a popular cinema hall in Colombo recently. The Sri Lankan Sinhala language fantasy film is written and directed by Professor Sunil Aryaratna. The film was fully produced by Raigam Devaniyeka, which marks the first time in Sri Lankan history a movie is produced by a consumer product. The chairman of Raigam Group of Companies, Dr. Ravi Liyanage, also seen attending the premiere of the film. This mythological film depicts the romantic relationship between Hindu god Kadira and the Aboriginal princess Valli. The filming of the movie took place at Ranmihitana Telecinema Park, Sri Lanka. The film stars Indian actors Sonakshi Rawat as Valli and Samar Vermani as Kadira in the lead roles. The two actors who saw the movie for the first time spoke to State of Business, admired the final product.
We just got out for the first time, and
it was really nice. It was a wonderful experience.
well, as I just said, it was a very emotional moment. You know, we shot this film 3 years back, and seeing the final execution
Now,
of the
for
film,
the first time.
it was really wholesome. And you know, the kind of hard work we had put in while shooting it, and when we saw it, we both were just
That's translated to the screen.
really well. And we really hope, pray, and wish that whatever we felt while watching the film, our audience, our
Yes.
fans, whosoever will watch it feels the same. Nothing like it, yeah. So thank you so much, guys. Bahut stuti.
Stay tuned for the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on positive notes today. The all share price index gained 42.56 points to close at 11,724.22 and the S&P SL20 gained 22.69 points to close at 3,470.13. The turnover was 2.7 billion rupees and over 78 million shares were traded. Up next are forex rates. That's all on news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.